To Cahir, Friolas Concordia, question number 4, Mr. Principal Deputy Speaker.
Responsibility for the issue of dereliction spans a number of organisations within central and local government. In particular, district councils have powers under the Pollution Control and Local Government Order 1978 and other local legislation to deal with dilapidated and dangerous structures, and primary responsibility under planning legislation to deal with listed or historic buildings within conservation areas which have deteriorated to the extent that their preservation may be at risk. DOE has very specifically addressed some of the concerns raised by residents of the Malone area by producing supplementary planning guidance, a design guide for the Malone Conservation Area. This non-statutory guidance was prepared with the aim of encouraging a well-cared-for historic environment by promoting the retention of authentic historic fabric and the use of appropriate materials and historic construction methods for repairs and alterations. It also seeks to promote development that will reinforce the character of the area and the townscape to safeguard the landscaping of the area. In more general terms, I have also initiated a review of the legislation and powers available to district councils to deal with dilapidation. Much of this legislation dates back to the 19th century and is often restricted to a specific geographical area, leading to inconsistency in terms of the powers available to different councils across the north. This is a very complex area of legislation, and I am currently considering a range of options to make it easier for district councils to effectively carry out this important function. While much of the responsibility for direct action on dereliction falls to the relevant district councils, I am very committed to supporting that action wherever and whenever that is appropriate.
Mueller for supplement.
Gurmaira Friolas Concordia, we has fast lesionnaire as the Gallowinchi sin Harry and Avret nu at Bartiogat. I want to thank the Minister especially for the review that's promised and also for underlining his commitment. I think, Minister, you'll agree that there are some parts of Belfast, including the Malone Conservation Area, where dereliction is really spoiling the entire environment. I came out of St Bride's Church on Saturday, and beautiful listed homes, derelict, Sanssouci, beautiful homes, derelict, Wellington Park. And I wonder, Minister, as we come to the end of the mandate, would you perhaps meet with some of the residents of that area to discuss your ideas, your commitment, perhaps to put together with their ideas of other departments of what could be done in the time ahead about this dreadful dereliction?
Goan Buehas leis an Cóta as an Ceist. I thank the member for the question. Also thank him for the virtual tour of his constituency, and indeed I'd be happy to take him up on his offer to meet with groups or individuals from the constituency with an interest in preserving the rich built heritage that they are so blessed to have there. It's vitally important that we do take what steps we can collectively to ensure its conservation. I am happy to have that meeting, like I said. Some members will be aware that there is currently a second survey ongoing of the whole area of Belfast. We are now 3/4 of the way through that, and the final quarter that has not been commenced as yet is South Belfast itself. So work will be commencing on that surveying exercise in the coming months as well, and that will also give those with an interest in our built heritage in the South Belfast area a very good opportunity to engage with my officials and the expertise retained within the NIEA.
Mr. Declan McAleer.